Yep.
I saw you yesterday night in Pistoia.
Oh, okay, great.
Great show.
Oh, thank you.
Incredible.
Too short.
Too short.
Yeah.
Tonight, not so short.
Yeah, tonight's a full show, so yeah.
My fans went crazy yesterday night.
Yeah, there were a lot of fans. You know, what was really surprising to me is that a lot of people were yelling out the names of different members of the band. So that, you know, even in a small town like Pistoia, you know, people not only know the music of Frank Zappa, but they know the names of the people in this band, which is surprising to me. You know.
Have you ever been in Pistoia?
No.
No. First time.
Yeah.
Do you like the show?
Yeah, I thought that was a great venue and everything. You know, we would have liked to have played a little longer, but you know, other than that, I thought, you know, it's a beautiful little piazza right there, and it was fun to play.
And how is the tour going?
It's been a really fun and good tour. The material that we've been playing on this tour, I think, really showcases the youth of the band. You know, like right now, one of the main things that I try to do is emphasize the fact that Frank's music is not nostalgia music. It's music that's very much timeless and even still ahead of its time. So we like to be able to give a new generation a chance to discover the music. And there were a lot of young people in the audience. There was a boy who was about, I don't know, maybe 12 in the front, and he had a Frank Zappa t-shirt on, and he was singing along to all the songs that he knew, you know, things like Montana and even some of the other more obscure stuff, and he was, you know, right there. So this younger generation is able to see this music live on stage and feel that it's something that's you know, of the moment now. It's not their parents' music, you know. It's very current. But the band itself,
my parents' music.
Yeah, well, but you know, the thing is, a lot of people, when they hear about what this project is, when they think, oh yeah, what Zappa plays Zappa, they think, oh, it's a cover band, it's playing music that's older music, you know, and the audience for that music is 60 years old, you know. But that's not the case, you know, and the band itself, you know, is much more, we don't have any alumni people that played with Frank in the band, and so the age range, you know, and the youth of the band really helps to make the music feel modern and current. Even though we're not changing the music, it just feels like it's very much of the moment because the band is all younger. And
yeah. Where do you find the other musicians?
They all had audition, except for the drummer, who I had been working with already for 20 years. So
very young people.
Yeah, for the most part, you know. And the keyboard player, the newest one, Chris Norton. The thing that's interesting about him is that he's 23, and he didn't know the music of Frank Zappa at all. He saw us play, and he got the DVD that we made from 2006. So he got into Frank Zappa's music from Zappa Plays Zappa. And then he went and bought a bunch of Frank's records. And when he found out that we were looking for a keyboard player, he wanted to audition. And through my website, he sent me videos of him playing Inca Roads and G-Spot Tornado and these difficult pieces of music. And so we flew him to Los Angeles to audition, and he got the job. But the whole thing that's like a very modern story right there. Like, you know, it's a young kid gets interested in something, you know, and then through the internet has the opportunity of a lifetime, you know, to say, okay, let me audition for this. I'll just send a video, you know. So that it's a great story to show, you know, how the music reaches, you know, a younger generation, and then what kind of opportunities, you know, it can be presented.
When you're on stage, there's a big smile always on your face. You looks like a kid in Disney World.
Yeah, and it's so much fun to play the music because it's very challenging, but it's also very rewarding. You know, while there's very difficult parts that are meant to be played, you know, very specifically because, you know, it's written on paper. These are, you know, Frank's instructions or the notes on the page. You know, what people don't really know is that he was really a composer. using a rock band as his orchestra for most of his career. But he also did write serious classical music and work with, orchestras. And so a lot of people think, oh, Frank Zappa's music, he's the guy with the funny songs and the kids with the crazy names, And that's not really at all what he's about. So our mission has been to sort of re-educate the audience and give them a chance to hear more diversity in his music. And a lot of it is really difficult. It's like training for the Olympics to be able to play this stuff. But while you're doing it, even when it's really hard, that's the fun of it. It's that you've worked so hard to do something, and now you have the opportunity to show the hard work that you've done, and then it just becomes fun, and people really appreciate it too. So,
is the set list the same every night?
No, we change the set all the time. Usually, for each tour, we'll learn since we started in 2006, we've learned over 130 songs. But each tour will generally pick about 30 to 50 songs, and those 30 to 50 songs will rotate on a nightly basis, and so it'll always be a different feel for the show. Sometimes certain sets will be somewhat similar, but it's because I try to create a balance for the energy of the show to just keep building in stages. I don't want it to just be too much energy in the beginning and then it's like, so we just try to gradual build.
And when did you decide the songs to play? During the show?
Usually I send the set list out early in the day via email to everybody, and then so everybody knows kind of what we're going to be doing. And then we sometimes will change it based on what's happening in the moment. Last night we had a few songs that I had to switch around and change because we were running out of time. So we're able to just make decisions on the fly and say, sometimes I'll add a song if somebody yells something out and I feel like playing it. Sometimes we'll just play it.